and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Now this is kind of the last part of this Uber crash video because there's a lot more information out now. Volvo had their own systems on the car which were completely disabled by the Ubers, so obviously it wouldn't interfere with their systems. The car, I'll leave in the description below the two articles that kind of go through all this in a lot more detail. I'm just going to kind of brush over it. The car detected something 6 seconds before the accident. It thought it was a car, and then 1.3 seconds before the impact it then reclassified it as a bicycle, but the automatic braking systems were disabled. The car actually saw this thing, and it turns out to be a person. When it got closer, it first thought it was a car, then it classified it as a push bike, which obviously means there has to be a human on it. The car system then, if it was all properly not turned off, would have applied the brakes, but the car couldn't apply the brakes even though it saw everything happening because the systems were turned off. They have another system on there where they trying to get a balance between braking and not, because if the car detects things like, say, a bird swooping in front of it or something, it might keep applying the brakes every few seconds, which is not going to make a very nice ride. So they're compromising, but the compromise has done this. So 1.3 seconds, the vehicle, I believe, I'm just looking at now, was traveling at 45 mile an hour or something, and if it applied the brakes, it would have most probably dropped that speed by possibly half. Even if it's 10-15 mile an hour more, that could, or less, that could have made a difference. We'll never know. The car was actually on a test, so it wasn't picking up any passengers. The car was on a test. That's why the person that was in it was actually looking down, because monitoring all the systems. So like they've been told to do. So maybe some sort of heads-up display or something can kind of, solve that problem. But yeah, so that's essentially what's come out. The Volvo system spotted it, the autonomous system spotted it, but because the automatic brakes parts were disabled, then the car couldn't stop on its own. The Volvo's own system could have also done something, but obviously that was disconnected because of the Uber system. So that is really kind of a quick run over it. Systems were disconnected. Uber have admitted it, so we'll have to kind of wait and see exactly what comes out of it. The camera systems that are in it, like I said, 6 seconds before the accident identified something. At first it identified it as a car. As it got closer and as it started, the car moving in a weird kind of way, obviously then it got close and it really, oh, hold on, this is not a car, right, this is a bicycle, and it actually registered it as a bicycle. That's what it actually did. So the systems was working. It's just with them undoing other systems and turning off other systems for other reasons, and for all this is what we got. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens, because obviously you can't really blame Volvo because the Volvo systems was turned off to put the other system on. Uber turned Volvo systems off, so is that kind of going to sway the argument? It's really difficult to know, or is it just going to kind of get brushed under the carpet and then nothing be said, and we just kind of have to wait and see. But that's the official finding, so at least they know now that the car spotted it in plenty of time. In 6 seconds, plenty of time. 1.3 seconds, not plenty of time to stop by any means, but certainly enough to start slowing down to possibly make the injuries not as bad. I don't think the system would have ever been able to completely avoided the accident, but it could have certainly dropped the speed down to possibly maybe not make this person dead. I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's, we'll never know. The person still could have died of their injuries. You just don't know. But there's always kind of that but. So this is the problem. Are we, like I said, are we really there yet with all this autonomous stuff? No, I don't think we are. I think we're still a long way away. And when these things start going faster and faster, it's going to be, it can be kind of scary. Like I said in the first video, I think it was, the only way these systems are going to work 100% is if everything on the road is autonomous. So push bikes, absolutely everything, so they can all communicate with each other and they know exactly where they are and exactly what speed they're going and exactly what directions they're going. But we are a long way away from all that. You know, there's still loads of cars out there that are just normal, you know, so we're a long way. Once that day comes when everything is kind of autonomous, which I'm glad I'm not going to be around because that's going to be boring, then the system is going to work properly because it's going to know exactly where each of the vehicle is until the system gets a virus and the machines take over and Terminator comes to life, you know. So yeah, that's it. So if you really want to read the articles and read a lot more about it, I'll link them down below. I'm just kind of flicking through them here. It's the NTSB news release. It's the reports that they've actually gathered, you know, because they've obviously had a lot more time to gather all the information and see exactly what was going on and all that. So we do kind of still have to wait and see what's going to happen, but at least they know that the car detected it, they know the systems were turned off, they know an awful lot more. So that's it, and we're just going to have to wait and see exactly what happens. But like I said, there's more information down in the links below if you want to check it out. And I hope this video helps. Please like, share, subscribe, all the usual. Don't forget, links up here, links down below. But most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted!